100 yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Like damager, they react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no loss.
Well, Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
54. Right, 54. Let's go.
Hey, Alpha.
It's our
Get it.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Bell. And out of the run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
High 7.
Off play action. Jones escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to look end zone here for Pettis. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming.
80 weapons. Bravo. Hey. Hey, wahoo. Watch out. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
55 Mike.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Go.
Mike 55. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Now.
They're going to try and throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fournette running right. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Leonard Fournette. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down, Prescott. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd and 11 now, Jones. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Corey Coleman back deep to return. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Robinson's got it. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. This is Fournette. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side here with Fournette.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Fournette, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
56. Shot 56.
Prescott. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now Prescott on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Jones back to the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Set 30 base. General West.
Jones now. Off play action. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he finds McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and through. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Check. 61, matchbox lights. Hey, Echo.
55's Mike, guy. 55.
Kermit. Mike.
Now Jones on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Delta.
Check 55.
Now.
Throwing again. Jones. And this is caught by Evans. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Hey, box truck.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Ready?
From the gun, Jones to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Nasir Adderley making a nice play. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Jones. A screen to Bell. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Hey, come on, now.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one good for 24 yards. Here's Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott, he'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Here we go, 46. He's checking crack. 57's Mike. Mike 47. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Prescott yet again. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Prescott now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Check, check, check.
And again, it's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. First down, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over them. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. Fournette running out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
On first down, they go with Dixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Complete. Smith has it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Mike 56. Mike.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Here we go. Mike's 56.
Yeah, let's get set.
Go. Check.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Bell. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. open. Man is Pettis. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Back to throw. Jones looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
To throw again on second down. Jones. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Prescott now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On second down, Prescott again. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check 26, check 26.
Bravo.
Check 53. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Hey, wahoo!
Let's bring it. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. It's our field.
Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll tussle. Throwing on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. He's at the 30. 10. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, he completes it to Evans. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
That's going to be a long day. Check 53's mic. Check 53.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Here's Jones off the play fake. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It got his man, complete. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Prescott now from the 50. That's caught inside the 20. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, check mine, check mine. Watch 55.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Mike 5-5.
Ready?
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. That escapes the sack. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Hey, Echo. Yep.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Yo, Cheetah, shoot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one into the hands of Hamilton. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Yes.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Watch 55.
Exit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mark's 56. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
56.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line in.
Orbit. Get the mic. All day. Pump.
26.
Prescott to throw it. That is caught at the 7. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rockets? When you talking about space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot, and you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we ride. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns live off the board, unlike you and your chest. hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, peak flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they